Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my unboxing from everything that I got from iGel Beauty, and I'm just trying to remove all of this paper stuff out of the way, and then I'll show you what I got. So they have this sale, and these are the polishes. I'll do a more in-depth swatching of all of them soon, but I just wanted to show you guys everything that I got here. And they're having a huge sale. I don't know when it's over. I think it's gonna be over soon, probably within the next couple of days, but everything is 60% off, and I only paid $3.20 for a regular polish and a gel polish, so that's pretty cheap. So I was super excited. I want to place another order, but I'm like trying to hold back because I've spent so much money on nail stuff recently. I actually have another haul too, and it's an nail couture haul, but I'm showing you guys this one first because I wanted to demonstrate the airbrush. And again, I will, if you guys are interested in seeing me swatch these polishes, just let me know, and I'll swatch them soon, but I will swatch them eventually. I do use a couple of these colors in this video. As you see, like in the cover picture, I did use 4 of them, so I will swatch a couple of them. And it is like so hard to choose. Oh, I had like black stuff on my finger. It's because I had a band-aid on and I just seen it. I had sliced my finger when I was cooking dinner, so please pardon that on my thumb. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to show you guys a couple of these so I can demonstrate the airbrush. And oh my gosh, this airbrush was so difficult to figure out. So this is everything that comes inside. These are little clips you put on the side of it to hold the brush. This is your hose thing, and then here's the charger and the plug, and it's cordless, so it's just a charger. And this is the actual airbrush. It's so pretty. I couldn't decide between the Airbrush Max and the Airbrush Mini, but I think the Max just seemed like it was more easier to hold because you would have to hold the whole airbrush if it was the mini one. And this one you just have to hold just this part right here. So this is, I can't even open this thing. So this is the actual airbrush, and for some reason I think I accidentally bent the needle just right now when I was trying to open it. It comes with a little dropper, and then this is the key. I haven't quite figured out what you use for that key yet. I know my boyfriend knows how to use it, but I haven't really like dived into it too much. So first I'm just gonna screw this little thing on here on the top, and then put the charger right here just to make sure it's charged before I start. And all you do is just screw the hose in on this part on the actual airbrush, and then you screw the other end into the compressor. And this thing is super small. I thought it was going to be huge, but it's not. It's very, very small. It's actually way smaller than my nail light. It'll fit like in the palm of my hand. Like that's how small it is. So these right here just clip onto the side so you can stick your airbrush in there. So make sure you turn the on button. I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. So I'm going to use this polish. It's called Melon Madness, and I'm going to use the gel polish, not the regular. I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to include some of these in my giveaway, so you guys kind of got a hint at what you'll be getting. And so this is really pretty. This color is so pretty, and these are 1 coat coverage. This next one is called Bright Orchid, and as I was saying, these polishes are amazing. Like, they work so good. There's no streaks. They're 1 coat coverage. They're super pigmented. That's why I was like thinking, well, shoot, I should just place another order and get more polishes because they're only $3.20 if you're in the USA. So that is super cheap. But this is how this color looks after it's cured. And then I'm going to use this next one, and it's called Aim to Please. And this one is also really pretty. It was so hard to figure out what colors I wanted to pick. And again, this one also goes on very smooth. It's one coat. I'm not putting 2 coats on any of these. I'm just leaving them with the 1 coat as it is. So these are the base color, I guess, I'm going to use. So I'm going to try to use this green one first. And inside here, I'm going to use the baby powder. And it's a white color. And so first you want to take your acetone and pour a little bit of acetone in there. Or actually, let me read the instructions first. So you put 1 to 2. So 2 drops of acetone and 1 drop of gel polish. That's what I did initially, but I don't agree with these measurements. I think you do need to put more, probably like 3 or 4 drops of acetone, probably like 4. And I started shaking it up. I guess you're not supposed to shake it, so don't shake it, because then it can go under the needle, and this is what caused my problems later on in the video. So as I started going, it wasn't working, like nothing was coming out. I was like, okay, what is going on? So I'm here just trying to squirt it out, and it's not working for me. So then I decided to take off this little top thing, because I'm like, okay, maybe if I take this off, it'll squirt. And I like loosened the back, and then I tried to squirt it again, and nothing still came out. So I'm already frustrated. I've only been playing with it for like 5 minutes, and I'm frustrated. So I sat here messing with this airbrush for like 2 hours. So my boyfriend said that I didn't have enough inside of there. I needed to put more to make sure it covers the top of the needle, and voila, it actually worked. So I was super excited. And please make sure you wear gloves, because look at my thumb. My thumb is all full of white polish, and so don't do this without using gloves, because you will get it all over yourself, or all over your hands. And so then it stopped working. I was like, what the heck? Why isn't it working again? And then I go when I bump it. I went too close. I was just like, ugh, so frustrated. So what I did was I had added more to the inside, well, more polish and some more acetone, and it started working. But then I didn't like the ombre. I put way too much white. I was like, okay, I'll fix that here in a minute. So then I started doing this pink one, and the pink one actually came out so good. I really liked it. I was like, okay, this is fine, this is working. I was so excited, because I was thinking, all right, I actually figured out this airbrush, and I figured it out pretty quickly. Well, this quickly turns sideways. I just decided to leave that, because that looked really good. So then I started squirting it again, and then it started splattering. There's like a big old splatter on there, and it stopped working. So my instant thought is, okay, I just need to put some more, because that's what keeps happening. So I go and I add more. I add some more acetone, and I add some more polish, and it starts squirting again. And I was happy. But it literally stopped squirting within like a couple of seconds. That's all I did was that. And then it stopped working again. And then I go and I bump the bottom. So it's just like barely like putting out. So I add more, because that's what I think happened, was I thought I ran out again. But it still had a little bit inside of there. So then I start trying to airbrush again, and it's just not working. It's barely coming out. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? Like, what's going on? Sorry, excuse my language. But I was I was just done. Like, I just wanted to give up. I was like, okay, I got one done. So that's good enough for me. But as you can see, there's splatters all over it, and it's just not working. So I decided to cure them. And I cured this one, and this one looks really good. I like it. I'm going to leave that one alone. So with these two, look at that. It's a mess. The ombre is way too high. So I'm going to come back to those here in a minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and top coat this pink one, just so I can leave it alone and I stop trying to mess with it, because it looks good. Like, it looks good just how it is right now. And I have a bad habit of thinking I need more. So I was like, okay, let's just top coat this thing so I can get it out of the way and I don't mess with it. And this base coat, this top coat, it works really well too. It's a little bit runny, but it's not bad. So to fix these ones, I decided to just come back in and just put another coat over it so I can repolish it and start off with a clean plate, or a clean nail, I should say. So that's all I'm doing here. And I'm going to cure those on the light for 30 seconds. And here is this one after it's done curing. It looks so pretty. I love it. I'm so excited that I at least mastered one of them. It's not perfect, but you know, it's my first try. Okay, so I went ahead and I added more polish inside of here. And I'm trying to squirt it and it's just not coming out. It's not working. So, you know, I do all of my troubleshooting things that I think is working. So I just decided to just dump the whole thing of acetone in there. I was like, you know what, screw it. Maybe it's too thick. I'm just going to dump a whole bunch of acetone in. Nope, didn't work. So off camera, this is when I stopped recording. So now I'm going to check to see if it works. And oh my gosh, it works. I will explain to you guys exactly what I did to unclog the airbrush. So the airbrush definitely did clog up. And that's why I was saying I don't agree with the ratio. They said to put 1 to 2, and that just didn't work for me. I had to put about 4 drops of acetone and 1 small drop of white gel polish, and that's how, you know, what was the best ratio. And it stayed working perfectly fine. I did have to add more because this thing really does run out right away. If you plan on doing, you know, a lot of airbrush nails, just go ahead and just fill that thing up, you know, while you're at it, because it does run out after like 1 nail. And I completely understand that can get a little not like expensive, but it can waste a lot of product. So this one, it did come out a little splotchy. So what I recommend you do is whenever you start spraying, don't spray directly on the nail first. Like kind of go off to the side on the napkin and just kind of start spraying on the napkin and then move it over to that. So I'm going to start cleaning this thing, and I'm just going to let some acetone sit in there for a minute while I let those cure. So I did let it sit for like 2 minutes. And now I'm just spraying it out, and you want to just keep spraying until that is completely clear. And I sprayed out all the acetone that I initially put, but I want to just go through it again to make sure it really is clean. So you just add some more acetone and just keep spraying. And as you can see, it's almost clean. It has just like when you press that first squirt, like some white polish is still kind of coming out. So just make sure you keep on doing that until it's completely clear and there is nothing coming out, because you do not want to ruin your airbrush. And here's what they look like. They look so good. I love them. And I'm going to go ahead and put some top coat. And I really do like this airbrush. It is a little bit difficult to first start using it. And what I love about this iGel airbrush is you can use gel polish. Every single other airbrush machine I have seen, you can't use gel polish. You have to use like acrylic paints or whatever else they use, and like a paint thinner. And this one, I'm so happy that I can actually use my gel polish colors that I have. So this is how it looks after I'm done curing those. They look beautiful. I'm super pleased with it. So let me show you how I unclogged it. I don't know if this is the right way, but this is what worked for me. So off of camera, when it stopped working, I had took off this back end. I took everything off, and well, not everything, but I took that part off, and then I also took this part off right here. So after I take these off, I put some acetone inside the cup. I filled it up with just acetone, and you can see a bunch of polish was stuck at the bottom. So what I started doing was I started pulling this needle back just like this. I just kept doing it over and over again, and at that tip of the needle you can see it going in and out, and on that needle you can actually see the polish getting pushed out. So I just kept doing it until the cup was completely dry and nothing else was in there. Again, that's what worked for me. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but this is how my nails look after I'm done. I'm very pleased with the outcome, and I can't wait to play with it more. So I hope this helps you guys, and I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.